All right, so by now you've probably seen this video, and I want to talk a little bit about this. Just heads up, this is going to be a very, very long video. If you consider 5 minutes to be long, roll the clip.
Brody Wellmaker had 25 million followers when he decided to create his own short film and release it to them behind a $15 paywall, and it completely flopped. Now, understandably, he was very depressed about this and had this to say to TikTok.
These platforms don't care about you, so be prepared to understand that. People will tell you that they believe in you. People will tell you that they want to see you succeed, but they just want from you.
Now, Brody, I don't know you, but I love your content. The thing is, you're right. These platforms do not care about us. Other creators do not care about us. But you gotta be realistic here. They're not against you. They are just for themselves. And I know it feels like you've earned something after building this following with your incredible content. I understand that. It's frustrating to me when something I launch doesn't work out. But the thing that you have to realize is, like, business is about validating assumptions. All of us have ideas on how we can monetize our audience, and you don't know if it's going to work until you test it out.
Well, the thing about this is that when you create a product, you need to have a conversation with your audience. This is why I tell a lot of my clients to train your audience. Even if you have a small following, or if you have a large audience, you can train your audience to be able to purchase and buy. When you build a large audience and you never ask of them to do anything, go here, click here, do anything, then yes, they get entitled. It's just like anything. If you give me stuff for free, I'm going to take the free instead of the paid, right? Like, it just is what it is. But there's where also you need to understand that you can't listen to everyone's business model, everyone's suggestion on how you're going to monetize either, because that may not be the thing that works for you. You have to identify what you actually want to put together and if the audience even wants it. If you create a community and you don't train that community to understand that you are in fact a business, whether you're an entertainer, what have you, then you will run into these issues and these problems. Now, there is a piece to the validation piece, 120%, right? You do need to validate your idea, because the idea that you have in your head of what you want to give to your audience may not be the thing that they want or they need. I've created several products and things to that effect, like, oh yeah, people need this. I'm going to do this. And guess what? Nobody bought it, because they may need it, but do they actually want it? And that's what you need to tap into. So sometimes it's not only asking your audience, but actually diving in deep into the data and the analytics and the information, and truly understanding the psychology behind why your audience watches in the first place. You're going to give them something, but they also need to give you something in return. So as you start to build your audience and your community, what exactly are you giving them? And then what do they want from you? In this particular instance, I understand that, and not without even knowing his content, that people are coming to him because they want entertainment or whatever type of content he was creating, right? They're watching. So with that particular model, you're not going to create something that has a paywall if you haven't had a paywall and you haven't trained your audience. And there is a way that you train your audience to help them understand that you are a business. I was speaking to someone the other day, and this is something that we don't talk about a lot, is content monetization, right? How do we actually take our genius, our creative licenses, and use them in order to get compensated for the time that we're putting into all of the time and the effort that we're putting into all of this content. Now, if he had trained his audience properly, they would understand that once he put something up, they are supposed to buy to show their appreciation. Now, we don't know for sure if the content creator actually went out to the audience and said, hey, are you guys going to purchase this? And they all said, yeah, we'll buy it, put it out. And then when he put it out, then nobody buy it. Guess what? People are known for that as well. Now, it is true. These platforms ain't loyal, okay? They are a business. However, we as creators ain't loyal either. Let's just look at the instances between that other app and this one. Just saying. We go where the attention is, okay? And as such, so is your audience, right? Your audience is going to come to you for a particular thing, and you need to know that you have a responsibility as a content creator to create that thing for them, and they don't owe you anything back. Your ideal way of serving your audience is to let them know that you are a business and that whatever you provide to them is of service to them, right? It helps to enhance and provide value to their lives. Not that they owe you something because they decided to follow you, because they decided to like your content, or they commented. So that's what we got to get rid of. Now, there is a sense of entitlement with this particular creator that he just felt like because he is who he is, that he should have got something back. They don't owe you nothing, bro. But here's the thing, right? When you create an audience, you need to make sure that you're training your audience, and you need to understand your business model behind it. It ain't their fault, it's yours. You also need to understand that some of these gurus and people that are giving you monetization things, they don't know you. So you can't just be going out here using any old type of model to monetize. Monetization just as a whole and as a business model, you have to go into this kind of knowing what you want to do. And if you're going to create a movie per se, but had a better outcome if he truly understood the audience and understand what they wanted from him and what they need. If he had offered this movie for free and then added in ads, it would have been 120% successful.